Good morning again. Hey, Happy New Year. What was on my mind? I had something on my mind. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. I'll try not to get too deep. Just make a broad, sweeping, observant comment. What's I thinking about? Oh yeah, the rule of law. You know, we live in a country that we the people run things. And no, I'm not going to go on some political tangent. You know, and the idea of doing that really was a fledgling by design, or in design, I should say. And one of the things that makes it so cool is that we not only are electing officials, but the laws and the amendments and whatever, it keeps on building. And it's put in place. Once you put that in place and keep building, it builds a great foundation. There's nothing there that hasn't been fought out, debated over, and crystallized down to what is right. And it's not just a right in a time period, it's a right for humanity. Okay? I mean, when you look at like the Ten Commandments or something like that, and for the most part, you look at them, let's put it this way, I'll say it this way. Humans got a bit of an issue when it comes down to being told what to do. Okay? And it kind of goes against our free will. We'll say it that way. You can lay out lines and people will fight them, even if they're just good for them. That some people will still fight that reasoning. So, that being said, I mean, I look at any framework of a situation. You can we've laid out lines on, like, the Ten Commandments. People have an issue from where they came from, but you could kind of pick through every one of them, and outside of being an atheist, hey, they're reasonable requests for a civil, you know, community, civil society. You can lay out framework for marriage, and once if one of the vows or one of the clauses or whatever is infringed upon or gets broken, we tend to give it up, reducing down the foundation to rubble automatically, no matter how much love was in there. Okay, these are the kind of things that they're just fucking wrong. I'll just say it that way. We've got more about us than that, and we should be thankful that a bunch of people a few hundred years ago got together and created the model of of kind of what to do. And I'm talking about the forefathers. You know, when you put together the framework of that, of the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, what it's doing is on a democracy level, and I said it before, was that it's pounded down, it's argued and whatever, debated big time, okay? And once they put something in there like an amendment or something like that, all the rules of law, they're done there for the benefit of man. They're done there for the benefit of the people, regardless of color and regardless of religion, regardless of sex, you know. And if you don't like it, if for some reason there's going to be something in there that's wrong, it will be, once it's crossed, it can be crossed out. It may take a while, but it can be crossed out. But we need to be blessed that we live within that. The framework itself stops corruption. The framework itself answers the questions that you would have if some powerhouse decides to try overthrowing it. The will of the people. It is the will of the people. And I think regardless of your background and whatnot, it is godly design. The forefathers got together. There's a reason why they didn't put God in there, but there is a reason why. It is that beneficial to man. Okay? There is a reason why it's that beneficial to man. And that's because it is so fair. To live within the rule of law is necessary. The reason why it's put in place is necessary. The reason why we need something like that is because we're prone to fault. We are prone to fault. We will push that boundary. Like what I said, you can put out a simple thing of 10 commandments, and people can't obey them. If they don't have a problem with the marriage clause, they got a problem with the stealing clause. If they don't have a problem with the stealing clause, they got a problem with the screwing around clause. If they got a problem, don't have a problem with the screwing around clause, they have a problem with where the whole thing came from. Hey, it's not asking you get on your knees all the time, but it's asking that you recognize, and if you don't want to recognize, that's fine. However, you don't steal. You don't screw over your neighbors. You don't kill. You don't, these are things that should be pretty self-explanatory, but for whatever reason, they're not. And they're not seen that way by everyone, I should say. It's not that they're not seen that way by everyone. There, that's it. That's all I needed or wanted to say. Hey, nothing but love for everyone. And wishing still a Happy New Year for this first week in 2024. And may it be a good one. Nothing but love.